Mark of the Deep leaves a strong first impression. The opening animation is gorgeous, showing your ship and crew being swallowed up by the ocean. The player character, known as Rookie, awakens alone in a mysterious temple and must set off in search of the rest of his crew, attempting to solve the mystery of this island and the nature of the shipwreck in the process. Since Mark of the Deep combines Souls-like and Metroidvania elements, I set out to do my patented 3-point analysis of the game's use of abilities, exploration, and the interconnectivity of the world. However, I've run into some hang-ups in the early game that have made this difficult. So let's dive into what goes right and what could be improved with potential future updates. The game starts you off with pretty standard combat abilities: Allied Attack, Charge Attack, and Dodge Roll. The latter is especially important given the Souls influence, because it really feels like some enemies intentionally feign their attack timing to make a fool out of you. Within the opening hour, you'll also gain use of a health potion and a ranged weapon, further helping you survive against the hordes of the island's cursed inhabitants. Lastly, you're also able to equip charms, which offer enhancements like increased damage output when Rookie is low on health. I'm sure there are many more and more interesting abilities to be found, but there is no map. The lack of a map makes both exploration and interconnectivity incredibly challenging. There was a gap of probably 2 days between me playing the first hour of the game and picking it back up again, and I was immediately lost in where I needed to be going. Of the several paths before me, probably half of them looped back around to the shrine I spawned from, which was super helpful the first time I took the path, but less so when I didn't know where I was supposed to be going. This is doubly frustrating because, again, this is a Souls-like. Combat requires decent precision, so spending several minutes trying to survive only to realize you're not even going in the right direction is less than ideal. At this point, I may genuinely need to scrub back through my footage to find out which path I accidentally took a week ago that ended up being correct. I have 2 hours on record according to Steam, and easily 45 minutes of that second hour was just trying to figure out where I was supposed to be going. Mark of the Deep has great art direction and an interesting mix of genres. I truly hope I'm able to find my footing again and make some progress, but for now, I remain frustrated by the lack of a map or even an objective indicator to help guide the player through this cursed island. What are your thoughts on Mark of the Deep? Let me know in the comments. And if you haven't already heard the news, I'm a co-host on the newly launched Drop In, Drop Out podcast, linked in my channel description. I hope you'll check us out. And remember, play what you love and love what you play.